Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This week's podcast, again, sponsored by the Golf Bar in Glasgow. 20% off the whole of January. It's shut to the 29th. It's shut for a few days till the 9th. It's back open, 20% off if you quote the breakdown. So go and enjoy. Good wee place. Delighted to be joined by Broony. Alright, mate.
Hello, pal. How are we?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright, my man. I'm alright.
Just did an announcement, by the way. Nonce's away 5 minutes ago.
Incredible.
He's off.
Incredible.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Had to go, mate. You had to go. You
Harsh.
can't lose 6 games. He's a Celtic manager and stay. You look through the managers that have not been a success in the past. Tony Mowbray, John Barnes, but he lost 6 games in 6 months or something. Somebody said the other day. You can't lose 6 games out, concede that amount of goals. There was good games in spells, certain halves, but it's not enough. Even his press conference before the game the other day was just... I just didn't believe in what he was saying.
It's almost carbon copy of Russell Martin, isn't it? If you didn't get a buy-in straight away and you didn't get that,
the
fan base on side, the momentum. But the one thing that always stuck to mind when Danny Rowe first got the job at Rangers, saying that he needs to adapt but has to win while he's adapting. Nancy's probably no done that, has he?
Nah.
He's come in with a style that he believes in. Fair play to him, obviously. I'm seeing a really good coach. He's proved that he's maybe not been quite as good, but he's not adapted once, has he?
No.
His style's his style, and that's it. He's stuck to it, and it's unfortunate. It's been...
I think it can go one way or the other. As you say, like, they start winning games early doors, fans buy into it, and it's brilliant. Back 3 at Celtic, you can get pinned back as quick as you possibly can, and Rangers done that second half to Celtic wing backs.
You mean the 3
so
becoming a 5?
Aye, you end up becoming a 5, going so deep. 2 wingers, nice and high, and like Rangers got good pace, so you worry about that, and then you end up Luke and Yang going all the way back to the park, and you end up losing numbers and momentum going forward, because I thought first half performance was really good.
Aye, because I sat here and I said, I like a back 3, right?
Why did
You only like the back 3 because you didn't have to run
didn't
that
Aye,
much.
get me in the middle there. Get the cover run about me. No, the reason...
Why though in the first... Why are they so good for 30-35 minutes and create so many chances?
Tomo, I said this at half... I turned around to my mate at half time and I said to him, oh no, what's he going to say to them at half time? Because I feel like it's happened a few times. It happened at Tannadice. It's happened in a few games where I thought, I don't know what he does at half time, but I don't know. And when I was at Celtic, right, a couple of times, when you were learning at the game, I went in and praised the players a couple of times when they were really good at first half. And it bit me in the arse in the second half. And I learned then, maybe I overpraised them, or maybe I gave them too much credit at times and they go slack. I'm not saying that's what he done, but he didn't need to change it at half time, did he? Everything was bang on. I thought Celtic were brilliant first half. But I wonder what he's went in and said there, what energies he gave off to the players to go, and they've come out the second half. I know Danny Rowe made a wee tactical adjustment, but you wouldn't expect something to be tactically changed by Celtic because it was that good. But he said something that's, I don't know, the players have not responded second half. What do you think? Do you think that's harsh or?
Well, the perfect person to ask is him, like off the back of...
Here, I've been in that role, lads. But at half time, 2-0 up against St Johnstone, lost 4-2.
That's what I'm saying. So
I watched that
as
game.
Celtic players, though, which you obviously have both been, can you think back to a manager coming in at half time, using Old Firm specifically, that they've changed that much, whether it be in a tactical sub or whether it be a slight wee change within the tactics that have actually went and then propelled you to some sort of victory? Like, I cannot think of any Old Firm games that I played in, or even any managers really, that there was that many tweaks or that many things that were done at half time that
you thought he's a genius,
that were detrimental to the performance, or such a great move that it then it was a catalyst for us to go and win the game.
To be fair, we were Motherwell when I still played. Brendan was a manager, and we were always 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, and we were 2-1 down, 2-0 down, and it was one of Colo Touré's last games, to be fair. And we went at half time, went in and went, we're just going all out attack, 3-4-3, box in the middle of the park, high up. Nobody expected us to do it because we always played way back 4. So came out at half time and like our front 3 locked in right the way back, and we just had overload in the middle of the park, and like we ended up winning the game 4-3, and it kind of kicked on that run that we ended up going 6 to 9 games unbeaten. So I do think tactical tweaks are brilliant at times when it works,
Aye.
but it can also go against you as well. But
Aye, because see when you look at like Ange Postecoglou, you look at his team, right? He wouldn't have come out and changed anything. He would have been he would have continued
still
with the
inverted
4-3-3.
fullbacks.
Aye, everything would have been the same, but not. But you know, Celtic would have been on and probably won that 2 and 3-0.
But then do you then give Danny Rowe massive credit for the fact that, or is there that part where Asgard was yellow carded early on in the game and he was maybe forced into making that tactical change, or as he felt that Celtic were getting so much joy? Obviously, we're having almost went back to like a Steven Gerrard type Rangers team with
The flat
two
three
inside
instead of
tens, the
aye.
flat three. Probably at times when they went man for man trying to chase Celtic were good in the first half to get out. Felt like there was a big gap between Rangers press and in the back line. Whereas when the flat three plus the two inverted tens, obviously closer to Callum, almost nullified Callum a wee bit, I thought, in the second half. And to be fair to Danny Rowe, you could argue that he's rode his luck at times, but he's been really adaptable. Whereas Nancy's not been adaptable, has he? At all?
He's won games though.
Aye,
That's,
and then
aye.
That's just
but
momentum.
he's won them in different ways, though, isn't he? Like as in like personnel, he's filtered a wee bit with picking different players. He's had Miovski in, he's had Shermiti in. Mikey Moore's been in and out. He's obviously he's come on to every great game. He's went with Diamande. He's left Diamande out. He's had Asgard. I think he's flirted with the squad a wee bit to try and get the right personnel in, to try and win games. And apart from that wee hiccup, I suppose, at Tynecastle, he's finding a way of winning games.
Do you think that's the type of manager he is, or do you think he's just not happy with the squad he's got?
Listen, January is going to be key for everybody, really, when you throw Motherwell and Hibs into that mix as well. You know what I mean? Hibs coming with a wee wet sail. Motherwell have been absolutely terrific. The Jambo's still a 6-point lead. Like, who's going to recruit the best? And then what type of pressure does Celtic go and spend big money on a number 9? If they go and spend big money on a number 9, he has to win them the league, doesn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. That's the thing.
And then where
kind
is
of
he?
missed that a wee bit. And
That's been
Vickers is a
that's been a problem
huge,
for them.
huge miss
Massive.
for them.
Both ends of the pitch, innit? Vickers and
It's
he
the
goes
core
through-
of your team, really. If you
Yeah.
look, because you've got Cal in there who's set, going to play every week. You've no got that Carter Vickers kind of Rolls Royce at the back, and you've not got somebody that's scoring a lot of goals. And look, I thought Kenny was really, really good the first half at the weekend, running power, playing off shooter shoulders and stuff like that. So, like, he is there. He's young. He's keen. He will get there. But it's the goals that they have to score.
where does a fit Scott Brown play in Nancy's Celtic team?
What now?
No, I've seen you run now. I've seen that t-shirt, how tight it is.
Would you? That's a lovely t-shirt. Where'd you get that?
Right out your wardrobe. This is one of the worst t-shirts I've ever seen.
That's a Celtic tap for the 80s. It says like C.R.
be
Smith
fair,
with peoples across it.
It's the only one that was in my size in your wardrobe or overfit.
Can't believe all that money you've got and you've had to buy a
Mate,
t-shirt off of him.
Still jumping about the air gear, mate. Straight here to help use it.
No,
Can
but
I
see,
guy him?
where I'm interested to know that. I know the role that you played. I know how good
Fuck
a player you
playing
were.
in that Nazis team.
But how? Because so if he gave you a specific role like Callum's role, which obviously we speak all the time, don't we, about sense and danger. You were brilliant at that.
To be fair, Cal's got that.
Cal's
down
got
to a
that,
T.
but he's not got the same bite that you've got when the ball turned
That's
over.
why I had to retire, though.
Tell you who's no got it. Engels.
That's what I'm saying. So the we speak about all the time, the tracky backy bit, the sense and danger. There's no listen. I know how good a player
I
Callum
think
McGregor is,
a lot
but
of players, like Engels, is more going forward. Engels got fantastic legs, bombing forward, wants to break the box, wants to try and score goals, has got those legs. It becomes a different player to do that role that Cal's doing.
Yeah.
And see if you want two sitters in there. Engels isn't the one. Engels wants to drive forward.
But would you not think in a normal circumstance like an Engels would normally complement a Callum McGregor in a certain style?
Probably
But
in a four.
Thomas-
In a 4.
In a 4, I think if you go 4-2-3-1, you got a 10 in there. You got Engels and Cal. Cal sits in front and
Even like
lets
Hatate,
Engels goes forward.
aye.
I think
Hatate
Because it gives you the extra man back. Aye.
Hatate was unbelievable under Martin. Like proper different player.
He's a top
Yeah,
player.
he's technical, unbelievable. He's
So does it come down to
worked
like a manager just no getting the best out of the players, basically?
So here's here's one, Broony. Martin O'Neill comes in. How do you explain that? And the turn of the squad in terms of there was obviously a dip in confidence. He comes in, you can see the difference in them like straight away. Why then, when Nancy comes in, do you think what is the difference between a Martin O'Neill stepping in and a Nancy stepping in? Or
It's a hard time for him to step in as well because you're having a cup final against a team that have got a lot of physicality.
yeah,
They've got big units, and Robbo done a fantastic job in knowing how to play against Celtic and to go a little bit more direct, to use that physicality.
Perfect style, wasn't it? Really.
It's hard, and especially like for the corner, Celtic went man marking. They changed scales right out the back.
Yeah.
And they've just went some like small details. Robbo got spot on that day, and it's maybe like a little bit naivety from Onsi coming in to maybe not seeing that kind of style, and it's different style from America. So like, he's always going to learn and that. And I'm not saying he was out his depth at all, because you never want to see a manager get sacked. It's a hard thing in football, but it's maybe just a culture shock right away. You're coming in and like nobody understands what it's like to be in the pressure as Celtic manager, to be Celtic player, to have that. Like, you could play unbelievable. There's always 100,000 people out there saying you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have done that.
Social media.
So once it all builds up, there is a lot of power in social media, and you can see it happening week after week. And like, I am on social media. I didn't read it, if I'm honest, and probably because I can't read half the time. So I didn't really take any of that in. But even as a player, I was on socials. I never read what people thought about me.
Can you?
No, see if you start going, you end up in a rabbit hole, and you start going, oh my God, I'm going to get on the ball. What am I going to do next? And so like, it is a hard environment to be under. So like,
where do they go for here? Not so much the tactics, not so much the teamwork. Now that they've obviously going to be recruiting a new manager, what type of manager is going to be successful at a club like Celtic?
Dermot did a great job bringing Martin in.
Can he go back? Can he go back?
Sean.
Now after being caretaker, leaving.
Martin can do what he wants. I'm not going to lie.
I know. God, there's obviously plenty
Martin walks in with a pair of coppers on his shoulder.
The thing is, but he'll demand a contract now. He's probably not going to step in and go, I'll take the next. I don't know. I'm not what to speak from, but I can't imagine he's going to go, right, I'll take the next 6 games and then you can find a manager. I'd imagine he goes, right, we'll put a contract in front of me.
He'd want a bit more commitment than that, wouldn't he?
But whoever comes in, it's a great time, right? Because you're coming in at January. There has to be players that come in because they're missing a lot of players injured. Yeah. And it's a lot of crucial players as well. So somebody will get money to spend. It's just bringing in the right quality.
If you get the job tomorrow, what would you want to sign? What positions would you want to sign?
I think you need a centre half, you need a centre forward.
Aye.
I think you need to keep Cal McGregor in that team. Keep Callum no matter what, because Cal knows the club, knows what it's all about. He's won so many trophies over the years and he's Mr. Reliable. And I think that's a big thing. Celtic need to get back to that core in the middle of the park, centre half and centre forward, that that reliable, robust. And Cal looks after himself unbelievable. And that's why he plays week in, week out. And he's probably one of the best pros that I've ever seen. So the thing for Cal, plays 65 games a season. He's gave up Scotland to focus on his Celtic career, which is fantastic because it hopefully give him that longevity. Celtic.
You done that, didn't you?
I done that because I was terrible with Scotland, mate. See, as soon as I left Scotland, they went back to the Euros.
You did go back though, didn't you?
Gordon. I retired, then came back.
And we won. So that was when Brendan Rodgers, when just took our Celtic, and the Scotland team was made up about, must have been 5 or 6 Celtic players in the team. I can't remember exactly.
It was like McGinns and Robos and stuff like that.
And then it was added to, and you could just. When did we win?
7 out of 8. We got
7 out of 8.
Last qualifier.
That's right.
So does Cal go to the World Cup?
I'm not going to lie. If I'm Cal McGregor now, I'm thinking, get me right on that.
100%.
So you both take him?
100%. And if I'm Callum, I'm making the call. I'm swallowing my ego. I'm going like that, right, Steve Clark.
They have, Steve did come out and say the door's always open, didn't he? Or
did he?
I'm sure.
The olive branch.
To be fair, Steve says that to me. I'm thinking about phoning him as well, saying, can I at least get a ticket?
That t-shirt's not fitting you. You're not going anywhere.
We're desperate to get on the plane.
That me Jum's kind of left, mate.
Can they still win the title?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think Celtic sign good players. Look, you got KT there as well that knows, that understands. You can play him left centre back as well. You got skills. Whoever comes in, I'll go back to a back four. I think to see how Martin came in. Martin just steadied the ship for that little bit, gave the lads confidence, and then a little bit of change of shape in that, but still they're good enough players to.
Would it push them to be a wee bit more British when it comes to recruitment for a new manager?
If Martin,
or does it no matter who?
I don't know. I know. I mean, people spoke about the Motherwell.
Ange was unbelievable.
Is the Motherwell manager ready?
Ange loved that. Everyone loved Ange. See, when he first came in, he didn't have the greatest start.
Would he come back?
Ask him.
Surely.
Phone him.
Get him on a podcast. You must have that pool, no?
Get him on.
He's got that.
See, be fair to Ange, right?
He's too big for it now.
I met the guy in the hotel randomly before we played him for Dundee United, and then I was obviously looking to go and visit clubs, and I I got his number and I messaged him. Within 10 minutes, come back and says, come down whenever you want. Like, I'd only spoke to a guy once in my life. He was brand new, put me on his PR, had arranged to go down there and all that, but then...
You spent a couple of days with him at Spurs, didn't you?
So good.
Oh, did you go? Oh, you went down, didn't you?
I didn't play at Celtic with him. So I left just before he came in. I met him a couple of times when I was at Aberdeen and played against him, and like it took time to come up, and he was like, I know you'd never got that kind of goodbye, go and see the fans, and I was like, I'm not in an Aberdeen strip yet. I can't go and start like walking around and waving and that. So like small details like that was much appreciated. And then I done the exact same. I messaged them just saying, like, what's the chance? Chris Davis was down there as well, so Chris walked right in and just says, like, what's the chance? He was like, yeah, bring him down. And
brilliant.
What made him good? Am I right in saying that? I think you told me that he doesn't do too much on the training pitch, does he?
So I think the first couple of days he does all the meetings, he goes in. I'm not sure how he done it at Spurs, but he does a lot of the meetings and takes things, but he's standoffish at training, so he lets the assistants and
always got that presence,
like that. And he used to stand back and just take little notes, and all the lads for Spurs were unbelievable. They all walked up. He stood at the opposite side of the training ground. I'm sure he just wanted them to get extra few steps in. And Big Fraser was there at the time as well. He was like, mate, I'll stand up talking to Fraser. And like, so on, everybody straight up, morning, shook the gaffer's hand, back in training, the gaffer stood right at the back, didn't get involved too much, went in, they were doing a little bit of shooting drill, stepped in when he wanted them to do something, and then stepped back out again, like Chris and whoever else was there at the time. And he put a lot of trust in Chris and other lads at it, because he obviously didn't know Chris, and Chris has went on, done fantastic things with Birmingham as well, so you can see how good they are together.
Do you think he would fancy it?
I don't know. I mean, if you've got the chance to bring him back, I would say 100% bring him back. I think his style, there wasn't a better style that suited Celtic.
They have to get it right with the fans, don't they?
Aye.
It has to be somebody with a pedigree and a calibre, I think.
Yeah.
To get the fans back on side, to get momentum, to maybe take a wee bit of the backlash off the board that are coming under.
Is Tisdale away as well, Dave?
Yes, he's gone.
Tisdale's gone as well. So
That's because you were calling for him last week on the podcast.
was I?
Aye.
I don't even remember. Sorry, mate.
I'm
Nah.
kidding.
I didn't, did I?
Nah, you didn't, no.
I didn't. I wouldn't call for MD, but I think that he obviously had a big part to play in that, and stuff happens. Then that's life. He's had a relationship with, is it Ampadu? Is that his name?
Assistant.
Ampadu, the assistant. I think they had a relationship. So listen, Paul Tisdale for me, right? I don't expect you used to comment if you don't want any, but it's not been good enough for me. I don't know what his role is in the club, and I don't know.
Paul was really good for me.
Was he?
Mate, it was unbelievable for me. So him, Sean Maloney has been unbelievable. Darren O'Day as well.
So they part of the cooperation agreement for you there?
So
Oh, right.
we had to go and present to Shaw. It was Darren at the time, and it was Paul, and they couldn't be any more complimentary on what we wanted to do and why they wanted, and they signed the co-op deal, no problem whatsoever. And that was like, a lot of thanks to Paul and Sean and. I helped that I played there a wee bit.
I think Scott Brown might have helped.
And I'm not going to lie, I was texting Brendan. Please help us out here, lads. But no, they were really good. Like, see, getting players in, and Sean's been unbelievable with it as well. Even when he went back in with Martin,
Yeah.
Sean's been on the phone texting, asking how the lads are doing, and he's been doing to more games at air than probably my man has been. So
Tell us a wee bit about how you present to a club like Celtic to look after young
it's
players.
about our style of play. So literally,
All about style.
Aye, so magic moves, showing video footage of how we build up, how we play, what we try and do.
Would you use boys like Jay Henderson as a
So
example?
we try to use a little bit from what we've done at Fleetwood, how we sold younger players on, and what we've done with them. We got Lenny in the first season and on loan, and then Lenny's went down the road to England, done really well for himself. So
Well, who's that? The centre half?
Centre-half.
Centre-half,
Big boy, aye.
great lad, to be fair. Came
Who
in
have you got
and
now? You've got Ewer, you've got
Jude
Bonner.
Bonner, just the two of them.
Just the two of them.
Then we had Josh last season
He's
as well.
injured. You're in it. Has he got a sore one?
He went away with Scotland 21s and ruptured his hammy. So
I've heard a lot of good things about him.
very good, mate.
Player, aye.
Honestly, mini Callum McGregor.
Is he?
He's
Loves
very,
running about,
very
doesn't he?
robust, gets after people, wants on the ball, lovely left foot as well, but he's got that
Gets
little bit.
booked every game.
Is he?
Aye.
Somebody
That's why
said-
he likes him.
Taking him under my wing, that way.
That's why he likes him.
Like a coach on the pitch and that, they say, isn't he? Like organising people and all that for a young
He's
boy.
a very, very intelligent footballer. So,
He's mature, he
like,
plays mature. doesn't he?
so like, if you change shape like that, what Cal does, right? Cal fall in, he'll push KT out, he'll fall into a back four, he'll jump in, he'll know when to go, he'll know when to jump it wide as well.
Yeah.
Kyle's the exact same. We've got Jude Bonner as well. Jude's got a lovely left foot, mate. He's a lot taller than what I thought he was. We played it. Got lovely left foot, can open his legs as well. Felt his hammy the last couple of weeks, but back in for us now. So it's great to have that because it gives him an opportunity. The two of them done really well in the Lowland League. I went and watched them against Cowdenbeath a couple of times as well, and they were stand out in that team. Same with Lenny, and I was like, good opportunity. Hopefully they want to jump up a couple of leagues and ask for a couple of favours, and like they've done really, really well for us, and like they improve us. They set standards every day. Kyle's a top everything stats wise.
Is he?
Oh, so good. Like, just want like even small details, like see when you're doing fast feet and warm ups and that, everything's done proper. It's like intense. It's like
you spoke about that, didn't we? The young players.
Yeah.
You spoke about KTA when he first comes through at Celtic.
Yeah.
Intensity in the boxes.
The thing is,
how he trains.
That's the first thing a manager sees. The first thing a coach sees. It's like,
if only you could give that to every young player. It's like,
could you imagine you going back in?
I don't know.
Would you want to go and tackle and smash something and go and get the ball and go and show? It's
See,
like they're scared at times.
The penny never dropped for me. I was about 22.
30. You're being well generous. Lenny says it was the worst mistake he's made. First signing. This could be my first and last.
I texted him a few weeks ago with a few beers in me, just winding him up, saying I dragged you through the quagmire. He was fuming. Never takes you back to the next day.
We need to get him on here to ask about the pair of yous, don't we?
No, you didn't.
But no, but seriously, I was 22 and I went to Aberdeen. I went, hold on a minute, I need to get my finger out here. And I trained properly, and I began to. I worked under Strachan, worked under Mick McCarthy,
And that's when you were at Celtic, you mean?
Aye, so Strachan got rid of me because, rightly so, I wasn't ready, and I thought I was, and I wasn't training right, and I wasn't doing things. I thought I was a professional, but actually wasn't. Then I went to work under Mick McCarthy, jumped for the fire pan at the fire. McCarthy was a maniac, like just proper said it how it is. Then I went to Aberdeen, having had two kind of failures, never really played in that, and then realised, hold on a minute, and I just completely changed then, penny dropped. So I'm so adamant on that. Just, if you've got nothing else, Strachan was big on it, wasn't it? Just run yourself into a good game. See, if you're no canny, you will run yourself into you'll eventually go, actually, I'm alright, I'm running here, and then you start to play better.
Made a career it.
You said it before I did.
Running, mate.
You could run.
Then I guess wee circle hang it got in my road at times.
You could run, man.
But no, it's a big thing.
Aye.
It's a first impression. Like whether you're on trial, you come in, you want to go and do extra, you want to go and show that you want to go and be the best player, you want to go and touch. Everyone makes mistakes. It's part and parcel of the game. You've got to give the ball away. It's your reaction to go and get back, talking. Like young lads didn't want to talk. It's like, I didn't have to talk. I've passed the ball to him.
It's so important on it. Like as a midfielder or defender, to help your own game, you need to drag. Remember Lennon used to do a game where you go, right, no talking.
No talking. Aye.
So you'd put a 10-minute five-a-side, you couldn't talk. A free kick if you talk. See the amount of free kicks it was given away? Because it was so hard to play a game without talking to people. Young boys nowadays don't.
But to be fair,
don't do
playing
it.
in front of 60,000.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
There's, like coming down the road to, like, I could hear everybody, and the fans, I can hear the lads in the park. So it's different. It's like you playing Champions League nights. Like, what's it like?
Yeah.
It's like you can't, like, even doing a huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that you listen to me anyway, but like you couldn't really hear anything.
You're screaming. And I said to Tomo last week, was it on here? I don't know if it was on here or no, but I said I remember being at Blackburn when I first left Celtic, and boys come in at half time and I'm like, don't stop listening to the crowd, you know, like stop. And I'm going, what fucking crowd? There's nobody there. Do you know what I mean? You're used to like 60,000 every week, and all of a sudden there's 10,000. It feels like empty. But
It's unique, innit? It's
if you had like, so we see Nancy coming into Celtic, right, and he has his own style, and he goes, right, I don't care who the personnel are, this is what I'm playing. Would you say that's what you would, if you took the Celtic job tomorrow, have you got a style in which you would play, or would you go in and assess the squad first, or what would you do there?
For me, it depends on what players you've got there and the position and the shape.
You need to adapt, don't you?
You have to be. Mate, I want to play 4-3-3.
Yeah,
always want to play 4-3-3, but we're better than playing a back five.
Aye.
So we play a back five all the
So
time.
you play whatever's the best you can get to get a result.
We've got
there.
the players that we've brought in suit a back five, so it's easy. We can go to a back four at times and
And
stuff.
also
like
put
that.
that into perspective for user air, it's not like you can just go and spend loads and loads of money to recruit a specific player. Sometimes you can only get what you can get, can't you?
100%.
Budget wise,
To
etc.
be fair, we're fighting for everybody.
Aye.
Half the championship all fight for the same players, and the ones that are out of contract, you're all trying to scramble for and stuff.
So is that the
more? It's more you need to adapt, don't you?
So is that the only ones you could get in to suit that? So why didn't you then recruit? The question would be, why didn't you then recruit for a 4-3-3, or was it the players that were available?
We can still go to a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
We can still adapt into that, but we're just better suited in a back five are more solid defensively. And in this league, like, there's a lot of physicality, there's a lot of long balls at times.
The games
there's
are
also
50-50, aren't they?
But like, there's no overlay between a couple of teams. There's not a lot of money between probably third down the way to 10th. So you're all fighting with the same quality player. You're trying to, I want him, but I might have to give up on a centre midfielder, and like, it's part and parcel of what you have to do. But look, we've got a real good bunch of lads that work hard and that are honest, and like, we don't have 75-80% possession of the ball, which Celtic could easily do at Celtic Park. So you've got to go and score, you've got to go and lock teams in, and you have to. It is very, very 50-50, and you try and implement as much as you possibly can. And what we want, and like, the pitches at times don't obviously affect playing style. And like, we try and play good, attractive football as much as we possibly can.
But you need to win, don't you?
End of the day, you have to win
That's
games.
the thing, innit? Would you say if you had to choose between man management and being people skills or tactical, what would you choose if you had to choose between two of them? Aye.
Yeah, so good to get the players on side, because then you can tweak things, you can bring the players in with you as well. And like, Brendan was very, very good at that. Every day we used to do like a wee stretch in a circle, and he'd come and he'd talk to the French lads in French, go over and blare away to the Spanish lads, and then like, he'd be like, I can speak to Broony anytime, he's alright, but he used to go and keep everybody, like, but then also keep them on their toes as well.
Yeah.
Like, where were we last night? What were we doing? Like, you just see the shock in the lad's face, and like, not Gaffer was in the house. And it would be like, he knew everybody, he knew everything about the lads, and he wanted to have a chat with them because he knew he had to rely on them on the pitch at the end of the time. And his people skills and personality was unbelievable. And
was genuinely interested in everybody's and what they were like and their families and all
You
that.
care, don't you?
Aye.
You care. People can sense if you care, don't you?
It's a huge thing. Like,
What would be the biggest takeaways? What managers?
Lenny's motivation. Lenny was
You
unbelievable.
built up the perfect manager. Lenny,
Lenny motivating
Motivation.
players. Brendan is a
tactician.
tactic, and Stracco is like just chirpiness and being around.
Could make you feel so small, couldn't it?
Oh mate, but then he
Then
made me
pick you
feel.
up,
But he knew when to do it.
just
and
had that
it
character,
was
that
it was
charisma.
unbelievable. So if you can just merge the three of them,
Name Morgan, no?
no.
We always argue regarding Morgan. I love Morgan.
Did you come through with Mogga, the two years?
Aye.
Same time with Mogga?
Bobby Williamson,
Well, Bobby to start with. Bob was brilliant,
Yeah.
by the way.
class.
Is he?
Brilliant. Probably looks like us do what we wanted, didn't he? Really.
I'm
Well,
not
me, man,
laughing, I'm
just
not
run.
laughing because I don't think Bobby's good. I'm laughing because he's adamant it's Bobby Williamson. He doesn't want to give Mogga any credit.
Morgan
No.
probably was the one. That,
Morgan then helped us on,
Right.
but it was Bobby that gave us the opportunity to start.
but
We
your,
had no
your
money.
reflection on Morgan was obviously because the hard time he's had at Celtic, obviously.
Aye, but
if you go back to the
Morgan
Hibs,
at Hibs was brilliant.
Aye,
He was
brilliant.
really, really good. He was. We were all young, mate. We were all.
and that
keen.
suits his personality, looking after younger players.
We were all just like happy, and he's like Morgan's had a fantastic career. A manager going down in England and stuff like that, but it just didn't happen, and it wasn't the right fit at the right time at Celtic. But like, you go away and you go, how did it not fit when he was unbelievable with us at Hibs and what he used to do and how he used to chat? But it goes to a bigger club, there's more pressure, and it's to try and act the same way as you did when you were when I was like 17 talking to me, and then I'm 21. To be fair, Morgan made me captain.
So what
That,
was
that was his biggest mistake.
And you got sent off when you were the captain, didn't you, at Ibrox?
For Heedbutt and Kyle Laffy.
And then
Quite rightly
and
so.
I remember you.
I just couldn't get to his
we
head.
We went away with Scotland that Sunday after,
Right after
and you
that.
scored against Czech Republic.
The 1-1
Well, no,
yeah. Left foot's
good,
at one,
good
didn't it?
memory of that. Innit? I didn't even score.
To be fair,
That was a heat. Was it not a heater?
you're asking too much for me to remember it though.
I still remember your personality, like having that character to suffer a defeat, to get sent off, to then go away and produce them on a Tuesday night or Wednesday night, whenever the international game. Just summed you up, really.
What was Mogga like? Like, so what was your issue with him at Celtic? Was it just what would you get a character class?
You started to question players a wee bit, didn't I?
in the press.
I felt a bit like that in Middlesbrough with him.
We were 3-0 up against Falkirk, and he was like, Plymouth had Gow, we beat them 7. And you just seen all the lads like looking around going, a bit disrespectful, and I was like, oh no. Then a few comments and that, and he brought in a few players that probably pulled themselves away from the squad and sat in a corner and didn't really be part of a team.
Brought a few of the boys from West Brom, didn't you?
That's what it didn't help that, because like we were like, you know what our spirit's like. As soon as you come in the dressing room, we're like, come on, let's go, and they just weren't having any of it. They were like total different.
So important that, innit?
If you've no got like that's what killed. See, COVID.
Yeah.
That killed us at COVID.
Yeah.
Because whole thing with Lenny and us, we're all tight together, we're all pulled together. Mate, we're on 10 different changing rooms.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the teammates were that we just signed.
Yeah.
I was like, I know nothing about them. I don't know what they're like personal. I don't know what they're like. And wee bit of banter. Can I have a joke? Have they got my back?
Yeah.
Like people like Barkas, mate, he was in 3 changing rooms down the road for me. And he was struggling at that point in time. And usually I'd be like, come on, big man.
Yeah.
Can he touch anyone? Can he go near anybody?
Yeah.
I was like, what'd you do here?
Aye, because when we were there, obviously, you would always be in a tight wee changing room. If MD was quiet, they get
You know,
called
the
out
change
for
rooms
it.
changed dramatically now, mate.
Ah, it's nice now, isn't it?
We had a swimming bath change room.
You get to manage it, don't you? You get, which is so important.
Aye, that's the thing, because I remember hanging Emilio's shoes up and all his gear when he first signed as a Gary, and he was like,
Me and Scott are going to hang yours up
it
today.
was up.
I'm not hanging this up, mate. I'm going to burn it.
That t-shirt's going off that hook up there.
he was greeting all that to Lenny. He was like devastated, but he then
'cause you hung
realised,
his gear up?
aye, because he thought we didn't like him, but he realised after a few months that that's what we do.
Aye, 'cause you
With
do
the
like
boys tend to greet you into the squad, and before you know
fair,
it, he's
he was-
hanging their stuff up.
I was fighting for Charlie's position.
it.
Charlie was like, Charlie was hiding his boots before the game, mate. Gaffer, I'm alright, I'm ready.
I was polished them, I didn't want to play.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant result for Rangers. What would you have been? What?
Shock you says that, eh? Can they help yourself? How
Loved
chuffed
it,
is
didn't
he?
he?
It's well, one no got a particularly good record at Celtic Park.
Yep.
Even when I was there as a player myself, to go there, everybody knows how difficult it is, especially against a real good Celtic team. But for that group of players, to have had a few highs, a couple of lows, a change of manager.
For me, Tomo, it's two poor teams right now.
No,
I think the first half Rangers were poor. They made a wee change. Diamandi comes on for Asgard. They go a bit of a flat 3 in the midfield,
Brought more energy in as well.
and
He's
he's better off the ball, isn't he?
So good.
Than Asgard.
I questioned that a wee bit, to be fair, in the previous, but I just didn't think they could play with both. I didn't think they could play with Asgard and Diamandi in the same team, because I didn't think, and the Mikey Moore, because I didn't think all three, especially the way Celtic started, would give you enough without the ball.
To be fair, Moore was quiet though.
Aye.
Very quiet.
He's one that you feel as though when you do
You
get
get a
your
chance,
opportunities,
you
he can create something out of nothing, which
I
is
think
quite a special.
I think what
trait
sums
to
up the game for me is the first half, Rangers are terrible, but they only concede 1 goal. Butland makes a few saves and they somehow defend their box, right? I feel like they have a few
Do you think
chances.
Butland should save the first one though?
Aye, I do as well. Aye, I do.
It comes
But
quick.
to be fair,
And it moves
he
a wee
ends
bit.
up saving them.
Aye.
Like,
Yeah.
And he
the
has
rest of the
done
game.
it when you think Tynecastle obviously come under real
Yeah.
scrutiny, and he's bounced back. Where I watched the game against Motherwell when I done the BBC, and he made some real good saves. I think the one for Callum Henry, swivel on the volley,
Yeah.
brilliant save. He's probably, when you think on the other end, that we've probably no question, Schmeichel and goals probably could have done a bit better. You could argue the two ends of the pitch, which have been the key, Jack Butland in goal for Rangers, and Shermitty, who we've been sat on the fence a wee bit.
I just want
regarding.
to say that the difference between them in terms of how bad Rangers were and only conceded 1 goal, and then the complete opposite was Celtic in the second half, and they conceded 3. Now I think to win games and definitely win leagues, you need to have a good defensive record. I would hate to play in that team and be defending the way they're defending, because I used to come out for games and want to have a clean sheet, and all of a sudden you're conceding 2 and 3 goals. I don't think there's any. I would rather play in a team that were going to set up and no concede or concede very little, because I think you can always break away and score, or if you're a solid base, it's a better chance than try to. I don't think it's
To be fair, the
sustainable to
first half,
score.
Celtic had so much control. See
Yeah.
the amount of runs from like the 2 inside 10s
Yeah,
and Kenny as well.
They could have been outside.
was
couldn't
so
they?
good.
They could have been, but
But it was due to being like quality on the ball, receiving the ball, having pockets. But then Rangers second half just locked them in, had
Yeah.
more energy, more bite into the game, which it does happen. You go through periods of that. It's about how you can hold that together. And as
Yeah.
you say, that defence, sometimes you need that to be solid. And like the chop between KT playing left wing back, left centre back, Trusty, Scales, Ralston playing in there, Scales been playing in there at times as well. So like there's all difference. It's not really been that settled, if I'm honest. And you see Suter come back in and he's straight into the team right away.
sorry, I've had dog.
got a wee pal.
Dave, any chance to get the dog shit?
They were definitely more aggressive, making contact, Rangers in the second half. A wee bit more bite, weren't they?
I think Asgard. Asgard for me offers nothing after the ball. So see that Yang's goal, Asgard just watches him go inside him.
I
He
think
doesn't block
Raskin
the
as well.
space.
See, my thing about Raskin wants to play as a centre fielder. He's no centre fielder because that shows he doesn't sense danger.
Yeah.
Yang comes inside and he's already having to run behind him. Where a natural centre midfielder, if that's Cal
Plug the
McGregor,
space.
he's over
Yeah.
walking in that area and he's
So
like,
he needs to go backwards.
go back the way or go around me.
They made Yang look like Messi.
I know he did.
Like, he's not even a great dribbler with the
To
ball.
be fair,
Raskin's one.
he done
that-
unbelievable.
It was
That's
brilliant
a
for
throw-in.
him.
How many goals came for a throw-in? By the way?
Aye, I know.
I know. Yeah,
It's
you
Celtic
cannot
self
no
for a throw-in.
You cannot no compliment on how well he dribbles and obviously shoot, but then you've got Butland potentially should do better in goal. To be
Yeah.
fair to him, Rangers should definitely have made a tackle at least.
Fernandez should do better as well.
He should get over.
Yeah. And Raskin should be over.
But it's funny how when you talk about Raskin, because we spoke about him quite a lot anyway, like the role of a centre midfield player, a role that you've done, a role that I've potentially done behind the ball. I know you were a wee bit more in front of the ball earlier part of your career, and then you become behind
And
the
they
ball.
realised there was no good up there. Just say it as it is, come on.
Raskin is one of the ones though that the team has to. I think when he's brilliant, but
Where does he play?
But I think the team has to accommodate the way he plays. Can he plays like a lone
Barron
ranger,
helps
doesn't he?
him.
Connor's discipline
He's
definitely
got so
helps
much
him.
legs getting side to side, but he needs help at times.
Raskin wants to
there
be
is
a six. We said it before. He wants to be a six, but he wants to have a free role at the same time.
you
He
can't
doesn't want
have
to defend.
But I think that's why you have to have a team and a manager strong enough, or players to buy into that.
Do you know like Russell's tried to do it?
Well, see, I
Russell
thought
at the start tried to do it and put him.
Aye.
He tried to play him like a left
listening.
8 though, didn't he? And it didn't work because to me he cannot play a disciplined role. He cannot play one role. If a six's role is what we think is sensing danger, protecting the back four, the back three, whatever you're playing, feeding balls in front, and being that kind of pivot in the middle of the pitch. I don't think Nico's got the discipline to play that specific role. Whereas I think when you have a corner Barron and he balances off Nico Raskin, I think you can allow him to venture into areas that he ventures into, i.e. creating the goal, getting in the box, running about. But because he is less disciplined as an individual, I think the team has to balance off. And I think we're playing that flat three and being a wee bit more rigid, a wee bit more compact, having the inside tens kind of coming in and helping Celtic not have that overload.
Yeah.
Definitely helps somebody like Nico Raskin.
Aye, because when he sat in there in that two with Asgard in front,
He's too undisciplined.
Aye, he's no
Runs
disciplined
about,
enough.
The goal
runs
comes
about
from
everywhere.
that side.
He runs about like what you used to run about like when you were 19.
Class.
Headless chicken.
We're red Mohawk.
That's what Mogga used to say to us. Mogga used to say to us, like, you run about too much. These are headless chickens. And I'm like, I thought we were good.
My
I played against him when he was a
GPS would have been
striker.
unbelievable.
He did. He wanted us to be more disciplined, didn't he? And it was. I think he's the only player that never used to do a role for the team going back to the pitch was Derek Ardern. He was the first player that Tony Mowbray used to say that he could cheat out. Because we had so much energy and so much legs in the team, that Deeks was licensed to not do that much tackle at
That would have came
backy.
for Vino, wouldn't it?
Probably,
That
you
came
know,
from
maybe
Vino.
high. But Deeks was like, as we know,
Deeks just give the body to shoot.
He just used to shoot.
He
Aye.
scores some
But he was
unbelievable
the
goals.
one that never had a disciplined role to help the team.
Aye.
And obviously, like when you think of David Murphy playing left back, top left back, but probably the energy that we had in the middle of the pitch, and then the type of vibrant team that we played in. Whereas
The most I've seen Deeksy track back was in that charity match.
That's right. Oh, man.
He actually came
is that over
close
the
to me.
final?
That's just with a corner against and somebody dragged him back to the edge of the box.
You can't deny that Nico. There's a real top player in there. It's just I just think he's unique in the
That's how you use him, though.
how you utilise him. Man.
That's the
And
biggest thing.
I thought Russell putting him in the team, taking him out of the team, playing him as a left eight, playing him in front of the ball, and not giving him that freedom to go and find the ball and kind of use his energy and be a wee bit more off the cuff. I think you nullify him as a good player.
I think it's alright to say, right, okay, well, if you want to be a box-to-box midfielder and start as a six, then do it. But like you said, bang on, you've got to do the defensive side. Like he's got to cover that space naturally, but he just goes, oh, he's by Asgard, oh, now he's by me, I'll chase him. And then he's by Fernandez, I think it was.
It's a dying art, that type of player. Eh? But then when you think of the top teams in world football, they've got them.
Yeah.
You think of Rodgers at Man City.
Oh, so good. Just puts fires at it.
Aye, puts fires out. Do you know what I mean?
Puts fires out.
Do you remember Ronnie Dyler? Used to have the stat where it was like, I don't know what he called it, but he had this measurement of who puts fires out before they actually start. So like, you know, there's all stats and goal scores and assists and all that. And you were miles ahead at the tap. You were always, I've said this
Almost
before.
like a break up
you
the
used
play
to break,
type.
you used to stop attacks like maybe 2 moves before they happened. So,
But then I used to also kill us too.
and then you used to follow the ball and then they would score.
But I'd try and run back afterwards.
But it's so important that play, because I remember being in front, being at centre half, you being in front and going, right, well, I know he'll cover that or he'll shut that space off. And it's so important.
I think that's one thing, right? You've got to have that understanding, that trust, the relationship as well. See, the core of the team, right? Everyone trusts Cal.
Right through the spine.
Everybody trusts Cal in the Celtic team, right?
Yeah.
And every Celtic fan would trust Cal playing there, right? It's then you've got KT that you trust 100% to play week in, week out and to go. Then you've got to try and find other ones to go and help them out.
Yeah.
Because you can't keep relying on the same lads as well. Look, Cal's 32. Yeah. Now, you need somebody else to try and help Cal out now and then. And how many times has he dug us out this season? Some quality goals.
I think he's better now, the stoppage.
Captain's performance, like go in there 93rd, 94th minute and go and score a goal and get you those 3 points. And that's what he does. And then you need somebody higher up the park to go and do that.
Do you think Rodgers will try and take him to Saudi?
If I was Brendan, I'd be trying to take him right away.
Do you think Celtic would let him go there with him though?
Like it's...
Well, if they pay the money.
To be fair, there's a lot of money in Saudi.
I know.
And I think one thing about every footballing team, you are a selling team.
100%.
We can all say, oh, we didn't want to let him go, but end of the day, money does talk. And if it's going to benefit Celtic and going to benefit Cal, you never know what can happen. But will Cal want to leave really to go to Saudi? I don't really think so. I think he enjoys his football. He enjoys
the homeboy as well, and he's a quiet lad, keeps himself, doesn't he?
Aye, but he's
like you.
Imagine me in Saudi.
Quiet Celtic skipper.
He's the more mature captain, but like he's done a great job. Like, they will go through a good period again. It's like the right manager at the right time, and like maybe Nancy wasn't right fit at the right time, but Dermot got spot on bringing Martin in for those games.
It's going to be
got
interesting
spot on
to see
for
what
Brendan. So like I know there's a lot of things with the board and fans and that. They have done some fantastic things as well. And at times the players are going to get it wrong, managers going to get it wrong. It's part and parcel of being a football club.
Yeah. Who would you, if you were interviewed the now for the job, what would you say your formation? What would you say you would do?
I'm just going to play the way Martin did. That was unbelievable. We're just going to just win games. 4-3-3. Now, a lot of the stuff I've taken recently has been from behind it, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like wingers, I loved Ange inverted fullback. Wingers staying high, staying offside as well. And then catching teams out as well. Strikers, Kyogo was unbelievable. Jota, Kuhn, when they had players like that, it was great. And you had people like Jamesy Forrest, who's still unbelievable now. So you've got so many good quality players in that front line. And the amount of injuries they're lacking that little bit, if I'm honest.
What about the Aberdeen jobs up for grabs as well?
I've seen that. It's all happening the day.
It's all happening now. That's why we got you
That's
on.
a man for the job there.
That's why we got you on. Perfect timing. I feel for Jimmy Tilley, to be fair, a wee bit.
Aye.
He won a cup, to be fair. It was unbelievable. Like,
and he's had,
Scottish
right
Cup.
saying he had the best record, didn't he? The best start. Then he had the worst run.
He was on an unbelievable. He started to pick up a wee bit.
He's been like a roller coaster, and then it's a wee bit similar to this season. Bad start, then he's picked up, and then another bad wee run. Peter leaving, caretaker manager again. Ibrox tomorrow night, big game for him.
He'll have a chance though, won't he? Because he's done quite well.
They've got Rangers 2 games in a row.
He's done well when he stepped in, Peter leaving, to be fair. Good coach, had done my licenses, I'm a great lad. Trusted for not just one manager, a few managers now. So I wonder if he'll fancy the job, I would imagine.
Get your name in the mix.
Put my name in the mix. You've just done it,
I've just done it. Get him in.
We'll put you in the mix for every job.
you put yourself in as well?
No,
come on, you get yourself back in it, man.
I'll get the boys in for you.
Jambo's bounced back.
We're not talking about them.
Jambo's bounced back. Just because you did like the Jambo.
No, listen, they've won again. I'm a gutted eye, raging, fuming.
Dale's done a good job though.
Why he's done a brilliant job.
Dale done a great job at Killing.
Have you watched
great job at Aberdeen.
Have you watched them much, Hearts?
Aye, I've seen that. We've played against them as well. Dale.
What do you think of them?
They win games. They can jump in between a 3 and a 4 as well, and they're actually very, very good at set plays. So good at set plays. He's got them down to a T.
They're not a huge team either.
No, just super aggressive. See over the first 2-3 yards. See the speed that Finlay. Stu gets and Halkett.
Yeah, powerful.
He's head of
2-3 yards. It's just there. You go. It's all about that, and it's timing as well.
Keys Reader's delivery as well helps.
That does help. To be fair, it's a huge thing in football.
Have you heard what I've said? If they win the league,
we speak about Cammy Devlin all the time.
Mate, how good's he been?
Didn't he say that to you?
No, I think he's been brilliant off the ball. I just think,
mate,
I just think they miss a creative midfielder.
But we're talking about the role of holding midfielder, right? he's probably, him and Cal have been probably the best at that.
Yeah.
To be fair, Connor's done it really well. He had a hard start this season, then came back in and
But he was out the team, wasn't he? Then back in the team.
he's done it. But I really like him. He's got a wee bit of arrogance about him as well.
Yeah.
He's got like, boom, there you go, and he stands up, gets that wee chest out, and I like that wee bit of aggressive. And him and Cal had a bit of Tynecastle as well. And I thought Hearts have done really well this season. It pains me to say that if I'm honest. It's no great, but I'm actually delighted for Dell because Dell's done a fantastic job at Aberdeen, Kelly, and now at Hearts. So it shows he's a top quality manager.
Well done, Dale, but I don't want you to win the league, mate.
Pretty much, 100% agree with you there.
I've said I'll go for a
play
pint.
for Celtic or Rangers. If you were the Celtic manager tomorrow, would you sign him?
Somebody that knows the league, aye.
Would you take him?
Somebody that knows the league.
There is a bit snobbery though, isn't there, when it comes to
I'll-
fun with like other.
But where do you
domestic
play them
players.
in your 4-3-3?
You can jump 4-2-3-1 as well, but it's a fantastic
You play him alongside
squad player.
Callum?
Aye, like the two. Imagine the wee man's energy is unbelievable. He loves a tackle now, and I think the best thing about him is no getting that many bookings, and he's no giving away too many fouls. He's now reading the game so much better.
He's definitely tightened up.
than what he's done. Where I thought he was a wee bit rash maybe a couple of seasons ago. I played against him. I enjoyed playing against him because he always wanted to like come in and body contact, and I enjoyed that part as well. But now I think he's just grown into it.
What age is he?
I'm not 100%.
Dave, what age is he?
I'm going to guess like 26, 27.
Still got a good few years.
International now. He's getting better with age. He should mature, shouldn't he? Which is normal.
Be able to play one through the line, do you think? Do you think you'll be able to have the ball? I'm just asking the question.
It does become a different game, right? Because you control the game more at Celtic Park or at Ibrox, right? So you have to be a wee
trying to
bit
unlock
better
defences,
at
aren't you?
threading passes and that. Like, do you think he can do it? I do think he could do it, but see playing with even better quality players when Celtic bring everybody back in the squad. If I was to look at all the squads now, Celtic's still got the best squad. If everyone's fit, you've still got Jotas and stuff like that to come back. They just need a number 9. They really do.
So
Big Bucks
just
number
so
9.
we're no twisted here, because the Jambos love coming for me, right? They're,
I love coming for you as well, though.
they're no happy with a couple of comments I've made. I think Devlin's a good player. I think just the midfield of Hearts is missing a more creative player, somebody that can play in the half turn. I think they're all very similar. I think they play quite direct and rely heavily on Shankland.
The front three are their marquees, aren't they? We've said that numerous times.
But to be fair, they've spent 100 grand this year.
Mad,
100 grand in the bottom. Like fair play to Tony Bloom. He's
Jamestown's
done an
been-
unbelievable
Jamestown's been magnificent. Hasn't it?
job bringing the players in from wherever they've came. Honestly, some of them's been Serie C and stuff like that. So unbelievable finds, but
Celtic
come
should be
in-
jump on them.
Crazy.
to come in and to play and to score that many goals, to get that many assists and that front three Hearts, it's actually probably good for Scottish football as well
Aye,
to
it's-
show.
It's good
not-
to see teams up there.
9 points for the Hibs.
But know that.
9 points in a week.
To be fair, Dave's done a great job. Talking about boards that stood behind people.
Aye, the big I've said
is
that before.
He
unbelievable.
was so close to getting sacked, wasn't he?
Dave says it himself.
Yeah, so close.
Says it himself, but he's done an unbelievable job.
Now
He
he's the
keeps
wee-
pushing and pushing.
No, that monkey, but he comes under a wee bit of flack for some of the big games, doesn't he? But to then win the derby, albeit only finished 3-2 in the end, but to then back
Nobody
that up.
remembers that.
No, but that's
Just
the
see
whole point, isn't it?
3
It'd be
points,
nice
cheers.
if it went on and been 4 or 5, obviously, but to get that, I didn't actually see Hibs beating Hearts in the derby, to be honest, but to get that, to then back it up again,
Yeah.
to beat Aberdeen through the week and then to go to Killy, which is a tough place to go, albeit
Bow's doing well as well. Him and Shank. Who do you take? There you go.
we
Who
had
do you
that question
take
last.
to
He
stop-
says you take both.
You take both?
I would take both, but who would I play? I'd play Shankland. Shankland
to be
would be my
fair,
type player that
I think
starts.
Shankland's.
Did you play with Jamie McGrath?
I
I
tried
played
to
with
sign Jamie.
Did you miss him at Aberdeen?
I missed him at Aberdeen. Yeah.
Top
Tried to
player.
sign him and he patched us.
Top player.
At Fleetwood, went to Wigan.
Top. I'm having him, me. I think he's.
He's good.
I'm going to throw it out there as quick as if he continues to go the way he's going and the Highbees can hang in there, he'll be up there for Player of the Year.
Aye,
I think
that's strong.
I think he's a real good player.
He is good. I played him with United.
Injury problems, I think, has stopped him becoming the player that he could have become.
He was on fire when he first came through.
But he's, I think he's a real good player,
Aye.
and a team that when you think even for Rangers and Celtic having that creative, listen, he scored a couple of penalties, but I watched his goal when he scored against Livingston live when I was doing the BBC. One for the edge of the box, hit with his left peg.
Yeah.
He scores a variety of different goals, but he's actually got. I didn't realise he was quite as aggressive without the ball as he is. He's actually got a bit about him when it comes to going and sticking his fit in as well.
He works hard as well.
Which works really hard and obviously complements Milligan, etc. as well, because you think, oh, Milligan does all the running. Jamie McGrath is the person that's got that wee bit marky with the ball. But
I like Mulligan as well, to be fair.
He's got a good... you speak about spending money. Mulligan for free, McGrath for free.
Yeah.
I know they spent the big money on Cleegee, obviously, the striker. Boyley's obviously, without pushing him into retirement, coming a wee bit close, bad injury.
I've got a question for you. If you had to play in a Hibs team right now or a Hearts team right now, what would forget it's Hibs and Hearts because you're obviously are Hibs fans.
I'm not going to forget that.
What team you are playing? Forget the strips. Right now, as it stands, the league stands.
As the league stands?
Aye.
Hibs.
You'd like to be the team at the top of the league, but you don't want to admit it, do you?
I can't. No. To be fair, Dale's got them playing good stuff, mate. They actually do play some good stuff as well.
And they're going to make a few signings. Am I right in saying they're now signing the right back and assist at the weekend?
Aye. Yep. Right back signing. Is the right back's official, I'm sure? Or is that just in the pipeline?
No, the right back got an assist at the weekend.
You confirm that, Dave, before you make analysis on this podcast?
Again?
We'll just edit it. We'll just scrap that bit, Paul.
Dave said the right back got an assist at the weekend.
Are you 100%?
And they've got a midfielder coming back as well.
Brazilian boy.
He's
a Brazilian lad, isn't he?
He's meant to be really good. He could be the one that's a missing bit. My argument was when they're up against teams like
a low block Kilmarnock and stuff like that. How do you break them down?
How do you break them down? They've only got Kizarides. They've only got Braga, who's no technical, but he's a good player, and they've got Shankland. I don't see much else. And then their set pieces, which are good. I think they need that extra.
End up winning them.
They find ways of winning though, don't they? They find ways of where they've got... I think
they can play some good stuff. They can be nasty. They can.
Do you think they can win the league?
I think they can win the league.
I think January, you're going to find out a lot about every team in January.
Because we're 20 games in now. It's not like...
Even Rangers, none of them are his signings.
I know.
So he's got to bring in players as well, Danny. So
he's been linked with a few, Danny Rowe, to be fair.
Hibs aren't even out yet either.
By the way,
Motherwell. Tell you what.
How good were Motherwell against Celtic during the week?
I've not seen too much yet, but I've seen the stats.
Broony, I'm telling you, I've never seen. So you watched them at Ibrox. 3 days later, I watched them at Fir Park. The manager did say after, I was grilling the life out of him because I had so many questions for him. They were trying
to be fair, I'm not going to lie. I've seen the highlights on Prem Sports, right? Are you... Oh, just one more question.
Can you get him off air?
Honestly, just go and have a night out with the lad.
Well, I said that and he said, come in for a cup of tea. So
I bet he regretted that quickly.
I didn't go in. I thought he'd had enough. But he did say it's their best performance of the season. And I watched that and I've said, I've never seen a team either play against them or actually played against them or seen a team play against Celtic and dominate a game like that. The way they pressed, the way they passed the ball, everything about them. It looked like a European game. Celtic were schooled.
It's hard because it's a back three as well. It is hard. And look, I watched the game when Motherwell were at Celtic Park and they were unlucky, but he comes out and he's like, look, we make mistakes. The goalie tries to play one through the middle and I can't mind, is it Hatate jumps onto it and then they end up scoring a goal for that. So like, they actually do play some good stuff. And his budget compared to everyone else's budget in that top six would be bare minimum, if I'm honest. And he's done a really... His recruitment as well.
Brilliant.
Like people were writing Paul McGinn off.
I played with Paul at Dundee just when he signed for Dumbarton. I think Ian Murray had him at Dumbarton.
They've not responded to my message.
He's
pinned me. Must have the wrong number. I'll just start sending voice notes to pester.
Did you slaughter him?
No.
try to get him so we can get the manager on the
Try to get the manager on.
Oh my God.
Love to.
I've only got another 100 questions from him.
Even lads like he's talked about a manager when it comes to man management and getting a buy-in for the players. He's had unbelievable buy-in.
So this is one of the questions I asked him, Tom, all right, Broony, and obviously you've managed for a few years now, right? So I asked him, your players are so brave, they play with so much courage, that they're taking the keeper's standing 30 yards for goal with studs in the ball, waiting for them to jump to play. I'm like, I believe that you can't ask or your team don't act how the manager is, basically. So what are you feeling on the side? And he says, I feel excited that the boys are enjoying their football. And I'm like, that's exactly what I see.
He's no rash though inside. He's calm.
And I see a lot of players on the pitch that are...
But a lot comes from him though.
Yeah.
Like the calmness of the lads are probably... like
so animated on the sideline.
See in training, right? I think you can practice it, you can work it through, right? And I think, like, see if there's a mistake and you just start going, how are you doing? We just kick it along. But the fans have bought into it as well. The players have bought into it and the manager's like quite calm and everyone upstairs has obviously been delighted with him as well.
So I said, are you nervous when the keeper's like ready to play for the back or for the lines, and it's a bit of pressure. And he's like, no, I'm excited that I've gave the boys a license to make a mistake, and I'm excited that they're enjoying the football. And I'm like, that's what I see on the pitch. It's mad how that translates.
Pitch as well to play on.
Yeah.
How good's Motherwell's pitch compared to what we used
That was
to?
lovely.
Nah, you used to have green sand on it. When
Mate, you used to just
With
run
a
on
big
it and
hill.
just used to sink. I was rapid coming down the way, but I couldn't get up the way. I struggled
I
at
think
that.
Terry Butcher must have wanted the green sand on it, so it was a game of rugby.
I remember I played in that pitch one night. Do you remember we beat them 5-0 one night? On a Friday night. It was like a Friday night football.
Oh, mate.
5-0.
Was that not when the fire was?
I can't remember.
Was mine the seats in the away end?
Oh, was there?
I don't know.
I remember you scored us 6 at Celtic Park when I was at Dundee. That was the next day at night. Your surprise 30th was on. I had to sit with all
I had a
yours.
surprise.
Scudded, man.
I had a surprise 30th the night before that game as well.
Okay. I still couldn't get near you, man.
Aye, that 5-0 game, I was like, and the kit man had left my boots up at Lennoxtown. So I was like warming
No
up.
way.
I'd warmed up Mouldies, and I was like, he's phoned a taxi to collect my boots at Lennoxtown.
Mate, actually mind us.
And the boots, and I was like, I can't play in Mouldies. I'm too tall and heavy. If I put my leg down, I'll slip.
Sink.
Could never play in Mouldies. Pitch was shit, so I'm standing there in the tunnel. A four were going out, you know, like when the referee's getting out doing, I'm still in the tunnel. Taxi arrives, boots come. I put my boots on as we're walking out the tunnel, tie them up.
Wow.
Clean sheet.
5-0.
And we need to mention Big Elf.
But what about that?
Dundee Derby.
Big Elf, did you see his celebration?
Did you see his
That
trousers?
chest it.
Andela, he's took some flack, though, hasn't he?
He's done
Wrongly
well by
so.
him,
He's a great lad, though.
Aye,
He's so
brilliant.
good. I used to travel with Elf every morning.
He used to just put a seat back, didn't he? And
I
just sleep.
swear, he used to go, good morning, Brownie. And see, by the time he finished that sentence, we were at Lennoxtown. I'd be like, all right, big man, how you doing? Eh? What's happening? How you? I've got too much energy for me. Come on, big man. Can I put my tunes on? No.
He's Italian bros, not that one.
I
Oh,
can just
mate.
imagine you in that Porsche,
Yeah,
100 mile per hour.
He used to
Big
come
Elf
in,
with it.
best dressed man in Scotland. To be fair, he actually dresses well, eh? He actually
Aye,
dresses
he's
He's done well.
unbelievable.
He's done D. If he's wrote them off, and then
I know.
picking points up.
It's probably the most competitive league I can think of. And
it's
I'm going
brilliant,
to
isn't
make gutted for Davy Martindale. Always.
He's done a fantastic
Done an
job, eh?
unbelievable job,
Like,
eh?
even see the
Just
end
got the
of
back
last
end,
year.
didn't he?
That was brilliant.
Just seen
eh?
the statement.
No, what? I enjoyed the statement, right? Because the statement proves that the guy's got his back as well. In which he comes out, I'm not here to be sacking managers all the time. And like Davy's done unbelievable for them. He's been all the way through the leagues. He's
Can he
got them
sack a
up.
guy at Bilger Stadium?
Mate, he does the gym and everything. What a guy he is. Honestly. And he's so down to earth as well.
They cannot become that club where they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down.
It's hard though, because see the gulf between the championship and that. Like, don't get me wrong, like
you think there's a big gap between the, like, say, top 4 or 5 championship clubs to the bottom 4 or 5 Premier League clubs?
aye, because quality wise, yeah.
Just
Like
a quality and level of player.
Strength and depth. Like, you can see the physicality. Like the physicality of that.
He's done well
league
against
compared-
Hibs in the cup and that, and obviously the games that he's played against Premier League teams.
like
but
one-off games.
one-off games, aye, is different, isn't it?
It's like
Money
winning a
talks,
cup game.
doesn't
Like
You
go
got no
and buy-
money, you got nothing.
You go and buy a player for $5,000 a week, mate. We're getting 5 of them.
That's what I
It's
mean.
like you got to kind of.
Shopping in a different market. almost,
But like, and it's the same for every championship club as well. Then you go up, and then Motherwell aren't competing with the same players. What Rangers and Celtic are. They've got to go and like. To be fair, know who's done a decent job? Jim Goodwin as well, bringing in some good players as well.
Aye, recruited
I know there's no. Everyone had a
big, strong physical team, done it.
everyone had a dig at him, like for not having any Scottish players. But he's like, I can't afford to compete with like the other players they like are signing. Like he can't afford the players that are Hibs and Hearts and Rangers and Celtic. So he's went out and got players that can go and do it. Like they're physical because I watched them the first 10-15 minutes. That
strong
Dundee
team,
derby, and I'm thinking we play them next week.
You got them in the cup.
Cup away for him.
Aye,
Back
strong
up to
team.
Tannadice, mate. So
And they do it well, don't they? I always think they're a bit more cagey in the first half, Dundee United, and then second half when they're still in the game.
yeah,
Done it to Rangers, done it to Celtic. They become almost like his game. I might be totally wrong, but it's like they're a wee bit more reserved, a wee bit more compact.
Yeah.
let's hope they're like that when they play us.
less kamikaze. Then they become really aggressive in the second
The
half.
front line's good.
I think that's a reflection of the manager.
When
Again,
see
when we
they're
talk
ag- see
about
when they're
aye.
aggressive though, they're really good.
Aye.
Yeah.
I think that is him because he's quite like that. He's quite conservative, right? Clean sheets, keep it tight.
He
And
had that in
then,
his St Mirren team as well.
yep.
Like tight, physical. Then boom, there you go. Go and catch teams on the counter.
Steve Rome's. He's seen his favourite for Aberdeen.
He's done well though.
Aye.
Europe, 2 to 3
They're having a
years.
sticky patch as well, isn't they? There's one in the cup, obviously, and then they did have a couple
He's got a
games
lot
in
of
hand
injuries
there.
as well though.
It just
He
shows you.
has. It shows you like you need a bit of luck in your in your game, right? You're also in your squad as well, and you see the ones that can keep. But like that's why I think Cal's magnificent, because he batters it 60 games
Mad,
a
isn't it,
season.
how he does it?
Mate, plays all the time. You don't see him
Never
missing
injured.
games and just keeps ticking over and keeps ticking
People
over.
take that for granted, but it's no easy, is it?
No.
Mate, see by the time he's 35, he'll be like somebody will be wheeling him out and he'll still be playing, mate. But it's
Still be
like
quicker
to
than
have like the strength and depth in your squad. But it's hard because you get 3 or 4 key injuries. Like it's hard, and like you see Celtic get 4.
Johnson, Vickers. When you
Johnson's
look at that by way,
a big
Jota,
player.
big players missing as well.
Huge players.
Elliot Watt,
By the way, I watched them because you mentioned them.
how good? Have you seen much of him?
No overly huge amounts, but
Plays 6
Decent.
for Motherwell, mate. He takes the ball in phone box.
I'm saying that he could go and play for Celtic or Rangers. And
I like him. He's
seize
good.
a pass,
Yeah.
handle the ball, chipped him a few goals.
I know what you mean, though, but you know what would kill him? See if playing for us at Murn or something. You would
can't-
never see the same. You would say, who's that? You wouldn't even mention him.
different styles.
can't-
eh?
Yeah.
can't-
You
he
need to. Some players need to be
He
in
needs
that
to play in
certain team.
control. He can't.
Takes it in tight areas, they bounce it back. He knows he's got options, so he can take it because he knows every Motherwell
You've
player
got those
takes.
options at Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah,
And he's got that. He's got
What
that.
are playing
He's got that
fans
imagination.
expect you to play.
Yeah.
Like Pep's changed football.
Yeah.
Like kicking the ball on is like frowned upon.
Yeah.
Come into the Championship, mate. But like even mate, a lot of the teams build and play all the time.
Yeah.
It's actually like really, really good to kind of coach and to watch. And you go up to and see a Motherwell do it at Celtic Park, do it at Ibrox, and you think
Yeah, fair
there,
play.
there
to
is, aye, it's unbelievable to go and do it.
Right, so Nancy away now. Celtic have got half a sniff of winning the league. Well, they definitely had no chance under Nancy, in my opinion. Who wins it?
You asking me that first or him?
Let's go, me, eh?
Go on.
Celtic.
Pressure's
now.
on. Celtic
I
win the league now.
Was it
I
Gee-
think
Gee-
Even
Geez-
before they've put a new manager in.
I think right now, I think it's hard because you don't know who's going to come in. But I think if they go to a back four, Celtic's got the best squad in the league. And once they get bodies back and bring players in January, I think Celtic's got enough. I think Dell's done a great job. But Rangers are floating a bit as well. And Motherwell and Hibs, it is. There's going to be so many.
I know you say they've got the best
Speed
squad,
bumps.
right? But would you take the front three of Hearts and for Celtic right now?
The front three.
It cost a few quid, that.
It would.
I know they won't sign them, but I'm saying
be fair,
if you're coming in as
It's
the
the
ma-
best three in the league at this moment in time.
Aye.
That's the best.
You
front
say
three.
the best
As a three.
as three players, aye. No, the best three players.
that
no,
that
as in
scares me a wee
person.
bit because obviously your front line's important.
I agree. I think
back to
Dell's
that bit.
recruited well. Like even that, like see signing Shanklin, it's probably the best signing that Hearts have made.
Aye,
Like the whole
Celtic
season.
took him, shouldn't they?
It's probably at the time probably wasn't what Celtic needed. Somebody like just to go and score loads of goals in front of him. But like the Celtic want to play with a Kyogo that wants to run off the shoulder, get after teams and press at it. But Shanklin scores goals.
If Shanklin was at either Rangers or Celtic, the way the games have transpired, I know it's flying a kite a wee bit.
You take him
Either
away.
the the two of them would be top of the league.
I agree with you. 'Cause you take him away from Hearts right away.
Yeah.
So even if he's sat on your bench, just
The
keeping
more,
him for
the
20
more I've
minutes.
watched him, the more I think he's a real good player.
His hold up plays really good.
Shanklin, aye, he's
Brings
clever,
people
mate.
in.
The one bit is I think if it's obvious
Even
for
his goal
everybody-
against Rangers.
Aye, but he's
Like,
not
that
the most
front area.
mobile, is he? But he sniffs out a chance. He's got imagination. You think he's shot against like Falkirk on his left peg, even though Bainey probably should do a wee bit better. But he scores all different goals. Clever in possession.
Yeah.
Drops into areas to help the team. He's never going to run in behind. That's not his game.
No, but they've got the two wingers
They've
at goal
got
though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's suited Hearts
Complimenting the players, isn't
really,
it?
really well.
Braga does a work of two players.
Just running behind, cause
Yeah.
problems, and it lets Shanklin drop off those centre halves into areas that the centre halves didn't really want to go in.
And then your Devlins, your Beningham's behind that complement the front three, don't they?
So all that being said, you're still saying Celtic.
Still going with Celtic, mate.
I'm going
What
to
you
toss.
say?
I'm going to toss the coin between Rangers or Hearts.
Are you want to now?
Oh,
I don't know
Well-
whether you're allowed to. Are you allowed to put that in your bet?
I'm taking 3 then.
Who? Motherwell, Hearts or who?
No, I'm going Celtic now. I'm buzzing. I think now.
A manager
will come in.
caught in the middle here that used 6 points behind Hearts, by the way, both teams.
It's all right,
I
it's
know
January,
it's
mate.
going to be tighter than I thought. It's January. I think they're going to listen. If I'm sitting here with Nancy's manager, I'm probably
It's
saying
definitely
Rangers.
right
I'm
move.
probably saying Rangers are the best. For the best chance of winning it, but
Well, Rangers and Motherwell are at the top of the form charts, aren't they?
yeah, I don't know how. I keep saying this. Rangers are obviously keeping a lot of clean sheets and no conceding a lot of goals. So that's how they're doing it. How they're doing it, I don't know, because they're conceding a lot of chances. Butland's obviously making saves. But Danny Rowe, fair play to him, he's got them sort of defensively a bit more solid.
I think it's the Jambos to lose.
You think they'll win it?
Well, it is, to be fair, at this moment in time, they're 6 points clear. Do I hope they don't win it? Oh, the bragging rights. Oh, the
Just
mate,
pay
oh,
a
my
goal.
If they
mates
win
are
it, will you come in
jambling
for a beer in that Gorgie pub I need to go into?
The
I'll
two of
come
yous,
in with you, mate. No, I'll wear a full Celtic strip in it. Let's really go wild.
There you have it. Me and him are in Gorgie.
Oh, I'd give a lot of money to pay to see that.
We'd get a sip out of beer, then we get battered, wouldn't we?
Oh, I have a glass in my head in 30 seconds, mate.
But I genuinely think they're in for the long run, me. I genuinely do.
I think it's no like Romanoff era. It's more
Nah,
stable.
100%.
suited
And the
and-
manager's,
Aye.
he's got a bit about him, Dell. Well, loads about him. The personnel he's got at his disposal got a bit about them. I can't, even though they went through that wee sticky patch, only one win in 5 or 6, they've still managed to beat Celtic twice. They've beat Rangers twice. They've beat Hearts, albeit lost the last. Beat Hibs, sorry, albeit lost the last derby. They're like, I'm not so sure any team when Hearts are at their best would fancy going to Tynecastle when it gets
It's
to
a hard
that.
place. You know what it's like to go to
know.
Tynecastle when they weren't that great.
Gets
They're
to
really
that
good now.
nippy bomby type stage with only maybe 5, 6, 7 games to go, and they're still there. I think they'll be a tough nut to crack, me, because all the pressure will then mount on Rangers and Celtic, won't it?
So there you go. We've took Celtic, you've took Hearts.
It becomes different for Hearts. Hearts aren't, like, no disrespect, they're
They're
not
not
used to
expected that,
being
you know.
That's
in
what
that,
my issue
like,
is.
running and expecting to win week
They
after
get chased,
week.
don't they? So the pressure's
So
coming. Like,
now Celtic and Rangers and Motherwells and Hibs have got to go and win every game. Got to go really on a proper good run because Dell keep them ticking over. He talks really well in the media. Dell is like, no, well, look, next game we're keeping it low key. Look, we're just working as hard as we possibly can and focusing on whoever they're playing at the weekend, which is ideal. No, none of the players are getting excited, which is a good thing.
Think you know.
I think in the dressing room they'll all be talking about, they'll all be having a chat as you do. But when you go out there and you talk to the media and that, if one person says one thing, you know what it's like. Lenny would have had it on the wall saying, they're going to win the league, 10 points, it's going to be easy. And small details, it flips a switch. You're like, no chance. You just keep going. You have you can grind teams down as well if you start expecting that. But Hearts are a different position, but they've done really well to be there at this point in time, and as I keep going back to, Dale's done a great job with not a lot of transfer money. He's brought in really good free Bosmans, and the personnel and how close the team is a huge
It's been a mad season,
thing
isn't it?
for him.
deep down he'll fancy it though, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Deep down there'll be that wee fire in his belly that he's thinking, well, like, even when you see him on the sidelines when he's played against Rangers and Celtic, he'll stand there as a Hearts manager looking at the Celtic Rangers manager thinking, I'm better than you. I fancy
He is at this moment in time.
Well, aye, that's
6
what I'm
points
saying,
clear.
I think he's, even if he was at Kelly, when he's been the Kelly manager, he's been different managers at different times, even the St Johnson manager. I think he played against the St Johnson team, and I think he had that personality.
You're showing your age now. I mind playing against Dale.
Well, we played against him in that Dundee United
Dundee
team.
United,
Horrible to play against.
I
that
played
old
with him.
Dundee
I used to
United team.
travel with him.
Did you?
In that Dundee United team.
Aye.
Did you?
I went on loan there for Celtic, and he used to drive it. Well, we all took turns of driving.
Darren Dodds.
Dan Dawes never played
he
in
not
that team.
there?
So
No.
it was,
It
was Richie.
It
was Richie and Bremner was there. I came in and played left
What a
back.
guy Brevs is, eh?
Breb's great guy.
So good.
So I remember travelling, and you would be there, and that was 5 years travelled. He still
Charlie Miller?
tells everybody that story. He'd just left and went to Norway, but they used to phone each other in the motor. But I parked my motor, man, just a young boy, like, went behind the ears, parked my motor one morning, jumped in somebody else's motor. We all used to take turns. Drove up to training. Brewster had us doing double sessions, so we get back down at 5 o'clock at night. So we're pulling into the service station. I went, my keys? I went, oh lads, I've left my keys up there. So they're all howling, laughing, because I was always fucking half asleep, sleeping down the motor and all that. And drove into the car park, and I'm like, smoke coming out of my exhaust. I left my motor running from 8:30 in the morning to 5 at night in the service station
What service station?
in Cumbernauld.
No way.
Nobody touched
Nobody touched
it.
it.
I just
They were
jumped in, the boys were
embarrassed
howling. Half a tank of petrol had went. I just jumped in and drove away.
That Fiat Punto, mate, that was spewing. Nobody wanted to touch that. Oh, brilliant.
Man. Love that.
Right. Great podcast, lads. Cheers for coming on, Broony.
The best. I think.
Anytime.
Pleasure, mate.
Loved it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to give away a Scott Brown jersey
Signed.
signed. How are we going to do it? Who's getting it?
I think you need to...
Stay tuned. We're going to get it to somebody. One lucky winner's going to get a signed Scott Brown tip. Thanks for watching.